Brooklyn any longer. I don't think,
But
if anything,
this is the trend. He's in Cleveland. He doesn't like Cleveland. He goes to Boston. He doesn't like Boston. Kyrie then says, "Oh, I gotta go to Brooklyn because of the culture." And the man is with Kevin Durant and James Harden isn't happy. You got the big three. What is gonna make him happy, Rowdy? Not
playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, playing for the Los Angeles Lakers.
No, it's not. And he'll find
that probably shop at Dollar General every day.
Rowdy, you know what the Lakers situation would turn into? Like, yes, Kyrie Irving would bring something to the Lakers.
That's what they would change into.
Listen, Smooth said it. He said, you know, they don't have a lot of shooters. They don't have a lot of role players. It would literally be Kyrie Irving, AD, and LeBron. And what happens when AD and LeBron get hurt? And it's just Kyrie. And it's just him in this Lakers organization expecting to win a championship. I think he put on a show. I think he bet on himself. I think he's playing all-star numbers because he wants that max deal. And I think he always had a plan to get out of Brooklyn. And I think this was all planned all along because he, like you said, he requested a straight trade with Kevin Durant last year. I'm not saying that Kyrie doesn't want to win a championship. He's won a championship with Cleveland. We've seen that. Yeah. I think the bigger question is where has his mind been the past 4 or 5 seasons? You know, I mean, you were on a contending team with the Celtics and you didn't want to be there. You come to the Nets, regardless of what people said. I mean, yeah, him and James Harden, you know, it didn't work. You know, they're too much of ball handlers.
I was not a fan of that Harden trade.
No, and listen, they were never going to work. It was cooked because he doesn't play by those rules. Kyrie, like if that was your job, I mean, first of all, you would have been fired. But you know, number one in any other job. But you know, yeah, they should have in my eyes, you know, if that happened to anybody else, like if they're gonna pay him how many, you know, max deal 4-year, they want to make sure he can do all those things. But in his eyes, you don't tell Kyrie Irving what he's doing. Kyrie Irving is in his own world, and that I think that's what turned him off in those contract talks. And he's not willing to do whatever it takes to be a leader and a champion. And I think that's more the point that I'm getting at, is that they question his loyalty and what he would have to do in order for them to succeed and win. Now, I'm not saying I'm against his decision. He does what he wants to do. I mean, it's America. It's the world we live in, you know, country we live in. But you have certain obligations as an athlete. You know, so, or a role model. I posted it last year.
You could have that could have gone viral.
I know. No. One of my biggest YouTube videos last year was him possibly going to the Mavs. I talked about it, and but I'm. It's kind of a ballsy move because it's almost like the Brooklyn Nets are like, we're going to trade you, but we are going to trade you to a team in the West that's not a contender. Free agency. Where could you see him possibly, I guess, fitting in talent wise? Not really talking about, but I guess like his mindset. Like where could you see any superstars? Because like Rowdy said, I think LeBron James is like the only player to have like influence over him. So I want to say the Lakers.
Because Kyle Lowry, they don't need. What has he done? Kyle Lowry?
I think he would have been great on the Heat, but you know the Nets aren't going to send him to the Heat. The Nets are going to send this man as far away. They're packing his bags.
Kyrie Irving with Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. That
would have been lethal. I think he would have done very well there. But if he doesn't have personal issues, I think it would have worked out.
You're right. What if he went to the Sixers?
No, that's too toxic.
No,
that's so much toxicity. At least with Kyrie, he could create his own shot. He could dish the ball out to Grayson Allen. You got Giannis. I mean, you got Chris Middleton. I feel like that'd be a great spot for him. I honestly thought about that the other day. I don't know if they could afford him, but, you know, I think that would be... What's up, King? What's going on, guys?
Milwaukee could be a low-key good spot.
I would hate that pick, but as a Celtics fan, and I don't know how they would swing that. They probably would have to give up, like, Chris Middleton. Where's Cameron Payne right now? You know when they had like
not OKC?
Cameron Payne, when they had Cameron Johnson. Remember, they were pretty good role players. When Steph Curry becomes a free agent because Kyrie could show up in the Warriors, nah. I don't think Kyrie would ever go to the Warriors. I think Draymond would ship him out to a planet that doesn't even exist if he ever went there. He punched a guy in the preseason. I don't care how much talent Kyrie has. I'm going to tell you right now, that'd be a circus if he went to Golden State. That would be a catastrophe. I don't know. I could never see that.
Video was absolutely crazy.
Nobody ever wants to deal with that. I'm saying there's limited teams that really want to deal with Kyrie. Is he going to have a suitor? Yes. But I think the list, the kid, I'm not going to lie to you, is going to get smaller and smaller this offseason.
It's not a big market.
But like you don't want to like, I mean, he's not going to mentor rookies. He's not going to want to be put in that role.
Oh no, he won't be the mentor.
So I don't even, what's a team that's just kind of chilling? I'm trying to think. Right, he needs to go on his own island. Like Kyrie Irving, I'm sorry, I don't even see you fitting in the NBA anymore. I don't. Chilling. I'm trying to think. Right, he needs to go on his own island. Like Kyrie Irving, I'm sorry, I don't even see you fitting in the NBA anymore. I don't. I feel like he's so toxic that he might as well just go on his own island. Like seriously. I mean, honestly, maybe the Pelicans have CJ McCollum play the 2 and he takes the 1. If Zion ever gets healthy, Brandon Ingram, I mean, that could be a nice possibility.
Could be a good landing.
Maybe the Knicks, maybe even the Bulls. I can see the Bulls. I don't know how Lonzo's doing over there.
Lonzo's knee is torn.
So maybe the Bulls, but I can't see too many teams that don't want to be disrupted by him and his antics. I mean, it's fine to be different, but when you disrupt the entire league, I mean, and you say hateful things and you try to be the center of attention off the court for the wrong reasons, that's what I have a problem with. You could be the most talented player in the world. I think he goes to the Dallas Mavericks and that team just falls apart. What if Luka is so up in arms, they lose their star franchise player? Does Mark Cuban really want to do that? I mean, I hate to think like this, the kid, but this is how the trend has gone. I mean, from Cleveland to Boston to Brooklyn and now to Mavs. I'm not going to go in with an open mind saying, oh, Kyrie is just going to, have a change of scenery. I really think the worst is in my opinion, and the kid could listen. This is what you debate in sports. I think I respect him as a player. Okay, I think he's very, very talented, but at the end of the day, he's not going to be known as one of the best that could have played this game and to his full potential. Now, could that change? Could he get a fresh start in Dallas? Absolutely. But right now, if he were to retire today, his legacy would be practically nothing in my eyes.